Did I say your name right?
Yeah, Broudie, that's right.
It's not Broudie, is it?
Nope. People keep asking me that, actually.
Right.
Broudie,
Well,
Broudie.
I just wanted to make sure there. So, the Lightning Seeds have been around for, I guess, about 4 years?
Something like that, yeah.
Something like 4 years. And how do you go about making a band when the band is basically you?
Well, it's good because it sort of frees you to... when I started writing some songs and that, I didn't want to limit it to actually just having to work with the same people for a long time. I think bands really work when they all grow up together and develop together and learn to play together. Then you get something really special happening.
Otherwise, you get sick of firing them all the time.
Right, yeah, and all that. And, it's probably a good idea to be able to float the line up, and when you get into certain things, work with certain people, write with whoever you want to. Just anything could happen,
So you produced the album by yourself, or did you have a band with you?
I produced the album with a guy called Simon Rogers, this new LP, who was a friend
new
of mine.
LP Sense.
Yeah, the new LP Sense. And he's like a friend of mine who I met when he was in a band called The Fall, and we got on really well. And I always, thought it would be good to have him working on a Lightning Seeds album because he's, plays a lot of instruments the same as me, and we seem to bounce off each other really good. So... it was good, it worked out, which was great.
Fall has a much rawer sound than anything that you would do.
Yeah.
It didn't really surface on the album that I could tell.
No. Well, that, probably, he was good at a lot of things. He'd worked with, in a band called the Adult Net and some stuff.
Would he detune your guitar when you weren't looking or something?
Yeah, put me off. He used to stand behind me and put me off when I did things.
So, I've always wanted to ask you this. How come, as I'm sitting here talking while I'm rubbing my cheeker, how come your albums always sound better than the albums by the bands you produce? Do you try to make them sound...
I'm on a mission to make them sound bad.
Try to make them sound bad so your own albums sound better? Is that what you do?
Well, I'm sure there's people who'd give you an argument to that probably, and say that it's the reverse way around. I don't know. I do, it's the same thing for me if I'm producing something or I'm doing my own LP. It's for that amount of time, it's the most important thing that's going on to me then, and I try to focus everything into it and do it.
But it seems like your songs are so much better than the groups you produce.
That's good. Hopefully, I hope so. But
aren't you supposed to say, "Hey, this is bad. Go back and write more stuff. We might as well be doing Beatles covers here. Come on,
album of Beatles covers." Yeah.
Yeah. There have been some bad ones of those, haven't there?
It's been a few, yeah.
Golly. Okay. Let's see, because you're in the business of producing, even though their focus is back on the Lightning Seeds right now, but you've done a lot of producing throughout the 80s.
Right.
You're in the business of having to describe things. Now, groups don't like to have labels put on their music, but when you're in the media business, you have to be on the phone and you're describing something. Well, it's kind of like, I was over at Warner Brothers and this guy was saying, well, it's like Sun Ra meets Public Image with Ornette Coleman. It's like, whoa. Okay. How would you describe your music, for example, to an Anthony Newley fan?
An Anthony Newley fan? Like Anthony Newley meets... No, I don't know. Let's think about that one. I'd say they're just hopefully good versions of a good song. I mean, I always like to think that, pop has become a bit of a throwaway word, but I think it's a really good way of describing what I do. And I think the best pop songs have a couple of levels to them. They attract your ear instantly. You don't have to work hard to listen to them. You just like them straight away. But then when you listen to them 3 or 4 times, you don't just get sick of them. You sort of find things in them that you didn't know were there before. So there's 3D, there's layers within layers.
Layers, yeah, I've noticed that about good songs. That very often you'll start out not liking a song at all, and you hear it a few more times and it will really grow on you. That is if you give it the chance.
Right, but I mean, hopefully, I'd like to be able to do that, but also get people to like it first time out as well. That's kind of, to me, what a great song, something like See Emily Play, Pink Floyd. Loads of experimentation going on, great melody, interesting way, unique. It's got everything, listen to it more times, you hear more things in it. I think that's really what I'm trying to do.
the next See Emily play.
Yeah.
So one thing that needs to be addressed, because everybody knows that you've produced a lot of important KROQ bands, and some of the most popular songs on KROQ are by the Lightning Seeds. Have you ever eaten human flesh?
Yeah. Never.
Never? Not even when bands that your production clients come in late or drunk in the studio? Not even then?
Attempted a few times, but never done it.
Mm-hmm. What do you tell a band that really sucks when they ask you to produce them?
Well, I probably don't get to speak to bands who really suck, I think.
What if they corner you at a club and say, here's my tape, and you're looking at them and you know it's cringeworthy?
I'd probably tell them, because I think I think the way people get better. I mean, music's, the way everyone starts out not that great, I think, and you sort of get knocked back and you go and rethink things and you come back again and you rethink it and do all that. And sometimes it's an important thing for people to have a bit of honesty with you and tell you what's going wrong. You can go away. I've found that most people, if you're honest with them and you've got valid points, no one's ever minded being told that,
Talking to Ian Broudie of the Lightning Seeds on 106.7 KROQ. Who are your favorite composers?
Favorite composers? It's funny for me. I like songs more than I like bands, so it's kind of, I think Holland Dozier Holland had a few serious tunes, and Lennon McCartney. I mean, there's a lot of people who seem to come up with 2 or 3 good tunes.
But not in 20 years or so have they come up with more than that.
There's not, maybe the stress hasn't been on tunes lately, it's been on some other things,
Well, that's true. And a lot of people say, a lot of our longtime KROQ listeners will say, well, whatever happened to this band? Whatever happened to that band? And, I have to explain to them that lots of times these bands only have 1 or 2 good songs in them.
Right.
And, it's great, and we play the 1 or 2 songs a lot, but then, some of them, get smart and decide that they're going to do something else, or they're going to get into another aspect of the music business, and some people insist on keeping trying to write that second hit.
Yeah.
Or a 3rd or 4th winner or something like that. So you have to know when to quit. Do you like videos?
They're all right. It's not something I watch for fun, I must admit. I'd rather listen to a record than watch a video, probably.
Mm-hmm. I think they'd probably be better off if they were conceived at the same time as the song as part of the piece.
Yeah, I think videos are weird things because someone else comes in who, is doing a different video for a different band each day or whatever, or each couple of days. And a lot of the time, it's whether the director does a great video is as important as what the band are going to do in there, so it's really away from the thing you've been concentrating on is probably the music and writing a song, and you put all this work into that.
And then the video becomes an afterthought.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, what's the last LP you bought?
The last LP I bought was probably Prince, actually.
Which one?
The new one.
The new one?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so we're going to try to get you to play a song or 2 for us.
Great.
So we're going to send you over in the other studio with Mr. Announcer Man, John Frost, and get you fixed up, and hopefully you'll be able to listen to me on a pair of headphones, and I'll see you on the other side.
Okay.
Ian Broudie, the Lightning Seeds on KROQ.
Hey girls, have you been looking for an opportunity to get into the mod?
Studio guest is Ian Broudie from the Lightning Seeds. And can you hear me, Ian?
Yeah, I can hear you there.
Oh, wow. We got fancy schmancy reverb on your voice here. Okay, he's going to play something from the new album, right?
I was going to do something from the old and then the new, if that's all right.
Oh, okay. All right, we'd love it. So I'm going to shut up, and you go ahead and play. This is Lightning Seeds on 106.7 KROQ.
Okay, Tom. Nighttime slows, raindrops splash rainbows. Perhaps someone you know could sparkle and shine as daydreams slide to color from shadow. Picture the moon glow that dazzles my eyes, and I love you, lying smiling in the dark, shooting stars around your heart. Dreams come bouncing in your head, pure and simple every time. Now you're crying in your sleep. I wish you'd never learn to weep. Don't sell the dreams you should be keeping, pure and simple every time.
sleigh rides in seasons where feelings, not reasons, can make you decide. As leaves pour down, splash autumn on gardens, as colder nights harden their moonlit delights. And I love you, just lying smiling in the dark, shooting stars around your heart. Dreams come bouncing in your head, pure and simple every time. Now you're crying in your sleep, I wish you'd never learned to weep. Sell the dreams you should be keeping, pure and simple every time. If love's the truth, then look no lies, and let me swim around your eyes. Found a place I'll never leave, shut my mouth and just believe. Love is the truth, I realize, not a stream of pretty lies to use us up and waste our time. Lying smiling in the dark, shooting stars around your heart. Dreams come bouncing in your head, pure and simple every time. Now you're crying in your sleep, I wish you'd never learned to weep. Don't sell the dreams you should be keeping, pure and simple every time. Look at me with starry eyes, push me up to starry skies. There's stardust in my head, pure and simple every time. Fresh and deep as oceans new, shiver at the sight of you. I'll sing a softer tune, pure and simple over you. Pure and simple just for you. What pop there? This is called
Hey, Ian.
yeah.
Pure and simple?
Yeah.
Hey, happy St. Patrick's Day. I forgot to tell you.
Yeah, it's
I forgot. Are you wearing green?
not really.
Somebody pinch his ass.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay, Ian Broudie, live on KROQ. Let's play another one.
Okay, this is called Small Slice of Heaven off the Sense LP. The voice of reason is rhyming with treason today. The laughing devil is chasing the angels away. The dog is barking, the baby's crying, and rainy days are multiplying. She says it's time to make decisions and turns on breakfast television. Life's a trial, but who did you leave behind? When a small slice of heaven's all you could ever hope to find. The opera isn't over till the fat lady sings. She walks into town and pawns her eternity ring. She's leaving home, a dream in her pocket, a photograph in a silver locket. The party's over, she's not stopping, she's sick of lying, through with crying. Life's a trial, who did you leave behind? When a small slice of heaven's all you could ever hope to find. She's leaving home, a dream in her pocket, a photograph in a silver locket. The sky is open, clouds are fading, and that small slice of heaven's waiting. Life's a trial, but who did you leave behind? When a small slice of heaven's all you could ever hope to find.
What a beautiful voice you have.
Thank you very much, Dan.
It's so good to have you as a guest on 106.7 KROQ today.
Thanks very much.
You might consider just doing your albums live, you know that?
Yeah, maybe.
No, I'm serious. You sounded really great, and it was a real privilege to have you in the studio.
It's been lovely being here. Thanks for having me,
All right, that's Ian Broudie of Lightning Seeds, the song Small Slice of Heaven from the brand new album Sense on MCA Records. This is Jedham Fisham. Stick around for a while.